Alright, so we'll be discussing a polynomial and what is a rational expression. A polynomial is an expression that consists of a sum of terms containing integer powers of x, like 3x squared minus 3x plus 12, x squared, x, or any given constant, let's say for example 1, and among others. And please take note that not all polynomials are expressed in terms of x only, but rather other polynomials can be expressed using other variables such as a to z. Alright? So now, what is a rational expression? And what makes a polynomial related to rational expression? Rational expression is simply a quotient of two polynomials. In other words, it is a fraction whose numerator and denominators are polynomials. Now, what are polynomials and what are the signs that the given number or term is a polynomial? Okay. Can you consider a constant as a polynomial? Based on our definition, we can consider any constant or any number given as long as it is expressed by any variable. Say for example, x raised to 0. So 1x raised to 0 is always equal to 1 because x raised to 0 is also 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. So what if the given number is 5? Will it be considered as a polynomial? The answer is yes, because any value of or any variable can be used multiplied by that constant 5. It will also give us equal to 5 because x raised to 0 or any variable raised to 0 is always equal to 1 times 5. So the answer will still be 5. Now, can we consider a root of any given term as a polynomial? The answer is no. We cannot take a square root or any root of term as polynomial. Same way with any term or variable with an index or with an exponent raised to a negative number. So whenever you see a term or variable raised to a negative number, it is not considered as a polynomial. What if we are given with a fraction? Let's say for example 1 over x. Will it be considered as a polynomial? No, because any term cannot be a polynomial if it is divided by any variable. Okay? So what is considered as polynomial are terms with a positive exponents, terms that are expressed in terms of variables. It cannot be a root of any term or a fraction. Now, when we are given with a polynomial divided by any variable, that is also considered now as a rational expression. And if the numerator is not considered a polynomial or in the denominator part the given is not a polynomial, then that is not considered as well as a rational expression because again the requirement to be a rational expression, the numerator and the denominator must be polynomial. So if not, then the given is not a rational expression. Alright? Okay, now let's proceed with the different examples here. As your assignment, we're going to determine whether the given is a rational expression or not. For number 1, we have here 3 over x plus 2. We know that the constant is also considered a polynomial, and the denominator here is also considered as a polynomial. Therefore, this expression is considered as rational expression. Number 2, we have here 7x raised to negative 3 plus 6x plus 2. Since we have here a negative exponent which is not considered as a polynomial, it can also be expressed as 7 over x cubed because negative exponents cannot be acceptable as a polynomial. So we do something to make it positive. Now we have 7 over x cubed. 6x is also expressed as 6x over 1. And 2 is also expressed as 2 over 1. Therefore, this can be expressed as well as a rational expression because the terms in this expression can be expressed as fractions. Okay, so if we're going to solve this further, we will have the LCD, which is a rational, polynomial. Alright? For number 3, the given is square root of 3x plus 2. And as discussed, it is not considered as a polynomial. Therefore, even if we're going to put 1 below it, it is also not considered as a rational expression because the numerator is not a polynomial because it is a root of a term or binomial. Alright. Okay, for number 4, we have here 1 over cube root of x raised to 5. Although 1 is considered as polynomial, the denominator is not considered as a polynomial because the denominator is expressed as the root or cube root of a term, cube root of x raised to 5. Since two parts of this expression is not a polynomial, then it is not qualified to be set as a rational expression. So this is not a rational expression. So last, number 5, we have here whole number, which is 100. We know that a constant is considered as polynomial, and we can also express 100 as 100 over 1, which is 1 is also considered as a polynomial. Therefore, we can say that this is two parts of this expression are both polynomials. Then we can consider 100 as a rational expression. Okay, so let's move to letter B. Now we're going to determine the value of x that will make the rational expression undefined. Remember that to make or to consider that an expression is undefined or rational expression is undefined, the denominator must be 0. Okay? So any value or any expression with the denominator 0 is considered automatically as undefined. Undefined means we don't know the solution or we do not know the exact value of that expression. Okay? So we have here number 1. Let's take a look at the question. So we have here 2 over x plus 7. So 1, 2 over x plus 7. Again, what we need to do is to look for the value of x wherein the expression below will be equal to 0. Okay? And since we're just going to satisfy the denominator part, we're going to use the denominator only and not the numerator. Alright, so we're going to state x plus 7 is equal to 0. Why we need to equate that to 0? Because we're looking for the value of x. Alright, so we have now x is equal to negative 7 because when you transpose a positive number to the right side of the equation, it will be negative. And if you have a negative number transposed to the right side or left side of the equation, then the sign will be reversed. So it will become its opposite sign. Alright. So negative 7 will make this denominator 0. So negative 7 plus 7 is equal to 0. So that's how are you going to check whether your answer is correct. Okay, number 2. The given there is 2 over 4x minus 3. Again, we don't care about the numerator. What we care about is the denominator. So we have 4x minus 3, equate that to 0. Transpose the the constant or number without any variable beside it. So we have left 4x on the left side and positive 3 on the right. Okay? So dividing both by 4. Why do we need to divide both by 4? Because we need to solve for x. And dividing that by 4 will cancel out the coefficient 4 beside x. So then we have x is equal to 3/4 or 0.75 if you want to express that into decimal, right? I'll just move this because maybe you cannot see this one on the screen. So our answer would be x is equal to 3/4 or 0.75. Okay, let's now proceed to number 3. Alright, so let's answer number 3. In number 3, we have 4 over x. Since x is alone, we can always state x is equal to 0 automatically. Okay? Number 4, x plus 1 over x plus 5. Again, we're going to write x plus 5 equals 0. Transpose positive 5, so it will become negative 5. X is alone, so our answer now is x is equal to negative 5. No other numbers will be divided. Number 5, 6 minus x squared over x cubed. So we're going to set 0 is equal to x because when you substitute 0 to x cubed, the answer will always be 0. Okay? Because, as you remember, 0 times 0 times 0 is also 0. So the value for x in number 5 would be x is equal to 0. Okay? Right? Let's proceed to number 6, 7, and 8. So for number 6, we have 2 over x minus 1. So x minus 1 equals 0. X is equal to positive 1 when negative 1 is transposed to the right side of the equation. Number 7, 5 minus x over x minus 3. So then x minus 3 equal to 0. Transposing negative 3, we have x is equal to positive 3 now. Number 8, 4x plus 1 over 1 plus x. Setting 1 plus x equal to 0. So x equal to negative 1 when you transpose 1 to the right side of the equation. Alright, number 9. We have 9x over x minus 2. So then we set x minus 2 equal to 0. Transposing negative 2, we'll have x is equal to positive 2. Last question would be x squared over 3x minus 2. We're going to take the denominator 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Transpose negative 2, so we have positive 2, and 3x over 3, 2 over 3. Why we need to divide again by 3? Because we need to cancel out the number beside x because x must be alone, right? So divide by 3. 3x divided by 3, we cancel out 3. So we have left with x is equal to 2/3. So that is how are you going to solve for the value of x in which the rational expression will be undefined. Okay? So if there are other questions, we're going to discuss that later. So yeah, I hope that you watch this video so that it will help you how to get the values of x and how to determine whether the given expression is a rational expression or not. Okay, bye-bye for now.